Hey everyone, it is Saturday, December 9th, 2017, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been a fantastic day. I'm in a really good place and excited for a productive session as usual. Going to hit the online class front here, share what I'm going through on that front. Going to hit a super light, quick drum practice and just share my progress. And then going to dive into the production front. The main goals for today are to move the second verse section of this track, the drum part for the second verse section, up a notch. It's sort of in like the super sketch phase where I haven't finalized a ton of it, and I would like to get that to a better place so that tomorrow I can come in and pretty much just knock that out, track it. I'll probably, if I have time, listen back to the chorus takes I did 2 days ago, just make sure that the takes that I thought were good are really actually very good, and maybe choose one or two kind of final contenders to think about. And then I'm going to dive back into the new tune and see what kind of progress I can make on that front today. Today's a half day, so I'm not sure exactly how long all that stuff's going to take, but I think I can fit in a little bit of growth on all those fronts, and I will update you guys at the end with what I accomplished. Appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. Let's do this. All right, good session overall. Jumped into the online class front, moved a little bit forward with the Q&A webinar, and got a little bit more information about physical merchandise and a little bit more information about distribution, things like that, like physical CD distribution, things like that. And again, I'll just encourage you guys to take the class if you're interested in the business aspect of being an independent artist these days. The class is called The Online Musician. I think the website is Savvy Musician Academy. Pretty sure any web search is going to take you where you want to go there. From there, I moved into a quick drum practice. Took that pretty easy, honestly, and then just read a little bit from my Mixing Secrets for the Small Studio book. Just a little bit more information about room treatment and how important the room is. And you can spend all the money you want in the world on monitoring and speakers and like amps and all that stuff, but if you have a crappy room, it's not really going to matter, because the way the sonics interact in the space, you're never really going to get what you spent out of those speakers. So the author's advice is to always plan to spend at least as much on room treatment as you do on your monitor system, and a lot of people struggle with that because room treatment isn't that like cool. It doesn't make any sounds, there's no flashing lights on it or anything like that, and so people often neglect it, even though they'll kind of talk about it but not really commit to it. And getting great results, so much of that is about the room, because if you can't hear what you're doing or you're hearing the wrong thing, like it just won't matter. You're flying blind. So that was a good reminder, and I kind of looked into my room treatment where it is right now, and it's okay. I mean, I'm definitely limited in this space that I'm in right now, but yeah, I'm thinking of getting the mixes when it comes to the mixing phase. I'm thinking of getting the mixes as close as I can to perfect here, and then maybe renting some studio time and going into a treated room and really locking in the low end, like mostly just to focus on the low end, but maybe make some tweaks elsewhere in the mix and just see what kind of results I get from that. Because I think for a few $100, I could get a few solid hours in a really nice room, and that would probably be enough to tweak the low end to a really, really good place. Because the low end is the thing you really miss out on with headphones, and even really great open back headphones can be tough to gauge the low end with. And if you don't have an amazing room, it's just really hard to hear the bass. So that's on the docket, but that's kind of getting ahead of where I am right now. Just thinking about it, and then I jumped into the production front and listened back to the chorus drum takes. I've got a couple that are really good. I don't know, they didn't blow me away like I hoped they would. I'm sad to admit, but I still think they're good enough, and I think it's just because the part isn't really a mind-blowing part. It's just a part that's meant to be simple, and just locked in with the bass line and just kind of glue in the whole thing together, because I don't really want the drums to be the star of the first chorus. There's other action that I want to really shine right there, so that's good to remember that. So I'll come back tomorrow, or maybe give it a couple more days and make a judgment call on that. And then I started working on the second verse thing. I kind of tweaked the part a little bit, improvised a little bit, used the metronome to speed it up, and then did a couple takes sort of like at final take level as far as my emotional investment and like focus, maybe like 99% of that or something. And just with the knowledge I probably wasn't going to get a final take today, I probably could have gone a little harder on those, and maybe I would have gotten some better results. But I think my strategy right now is, if I don't have a lot of time in the day to get to that final take, or it's not essential that I do it, that I just sort of work on it in chunks and take it like, okay, I was still developing the part earlier today, you know? So I'll give that a rest, come back tomorrow, go for some final takes, and then I'll have given my brain a chance to kind of let the part sink in a little deeper, get wired in a little more permanent way, and then hopefully that'll make it a little easier, and I can kind of go beyond just the mechanics of the part and really get some sauce on it. So that was the whole session. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys are out there grinding towards your goals, enjoying the process. That's what I'm out here doing, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more. Can't wait. Oh, I know I said I was going to jump into the new track today, but I just decided to prioritize the drums. The drums for this previous track are more important right now than getting the new track done, and I'll have plenty of time to work on the new track soon enough. So see you guys tomorrow.